Three, two, one. So, hi, everybody. This is Michael. I'm back at the art store to get a few more things. I'm getting more color pencils to do every skin tone in the world practically. And so, I was just telling my friend here,
Hey, Pam.
Pam, and
Yes.
then my other friend here,
Carly.
Carly. Just telling them about the family life stories that I've been experiencing. I was just showing them how saddened I am about my nephew who got killed breaking in the coroner's house, and nobody reached out and tried to get his ass some help. That shit didn't have to happen. But I was just telling her about how I want to make a movie about different family scenarios and situations. And so I was telling her about I was about to tell her about my uncle Oscar, who also is a hero. I'm gonna share a good story about him, but he got caught. I was telling her, I said, this sounds like some Richard Pryor type shit. Something you would see in a Richard Pryor movie. So he got caught screwing another man's wife. The man had a gun, had him at gunpoint, made him walk through the town butt ass
That's
naked.
funny. That's hilarious.
Isn't that funny though?
Yes.
I mean, isn't that hilarious? Butt ass naked. Cause let's face it, how many people who have been cheating on their spouse and somebody's caught them have gotten killed right there on the
Yeah,
spot?
usually. Yeah.
So he caught him, made him walk through the town butt ass naked, walked him to his house,
That's hilarious.
got my aunt up. It was like, you better get your motherfucking husband. I'm finna blow his motherfucking ass away right now, And she was like, don't do it, don't do it. She had I remember her confronting him about it years later. That's how I heard about it. I had heard about it, but I heard her talk about it. And she was like, bro, you got to watch what you doing. I guess because she was saying, I can't always save you, Which she was a good aunt. There's some mysterious things that's happened with us. We got a big money scandal. Remember the movie? You ever saw the movie Soul Food?
Probably.
I'll tell you about it, but there's this big money scandal I'm going to explore. My grandmother, who was allegedly the witch,
Yes.
she worked all her kids on a plantation. That's what black people had available back then, remember?
Yeah.
But there was also a time black people didn't believe in banking because of all the, which I wouldn't have done it too, because back then they might say, well, Miss Williams, I don't have a deposit slip for you, or I don't know what this deposit slip, we have no money for you. They probably would have took their money. So she had all this money in her house. They're saying somewhere in the millions. If I had to guess, she probably had 2, 3,
That's
5
what-
million.
That's what older people did anyway.
Yeah.
My great grandparents, and they just did that.
She
They
had
always
money.
had had money up under the mattresses or inside the mattresses.
trust those.
They
Right.
didn't trust the bankers.
Also, it wasn't
Yeah.
just black people.
No.
It was just older people back then.
Yes, it was older people.
Cool. See, that's a good concept. I'm getting some more insight on this. That's why I like talking about this. Now, a lot of you family members don't like me talking about this. The problem I have though, people like my dad, who was diagnosed as schizophrenic, paranoid. He raped his daughter. He tried to molest my sister. There's tensions between me and my sister because he would send me. My sister would fight him off. My sister Linda, whose son just died.
Yeah.
Who I feel like she did a poor ass excuse of. She's getting all these sympathies and boo-hoos, but I'm like, bitch, you didn't do shit for your son. You let this shit happen. And there's tensions between you and his baby, your baby's daddy, and y'all could have pulled together to save y'all son, but y'all still fooling around. Y'all got drama between you and him. He's trying to pull you down. But back to this family, the money situation. Oh, I got to tell you about this part, though. I'm digressing. But I just think that's hilarious with Uncle Oscar.
Yeah. Uncle Oscar.
Well, that's how my brother got his name. See, when my mom went in labor with Oscar, my grandmother, the alleged witch, would not take her to the hospital. They all kind of lived on that property. And so, now my Aunt Essie said, well, she's told her at one point, you can't have no more kids while in the house. But that's what they did back then, right? The women had children in the house.
Yeah.
And then it probably was complicated being black to get to a hospital back then, too.
Yeah.
I mean, it probably was. But the thing about it was, Uncle Oscar, he was a hero in that instant. In that instant, he got my Aunt Averly got him to, bro, let's take this girl to this hospital. Mama, why you doing her like that?
Yeah.
And that's in the honor of him, my mom named my brother Oscar.
Okay.
Oscar Lee Williams. He's named after Oscar Lee Brunt because he took my mom to the hospital. But back to this situation. I see, I mean, really, it's a testimony because he could have been killed. Imagine you got to walk through this little town butt ass naked at gunpoint. I was asking them, what was the weather like? Was it cold when this happened? I believe they got caught in a car. I said I got to do more research.
Yeah.
Where did he catch them? Did he catch them in the
Yeah.
car? Sounds like to me, he caught them in the car.
Yeah.
Like, bring your ass, nigga, bring your ass. You know what I'm saying? Excuse my French, but bring your motherfucking ass here. Walked him through the town, Jonestown. This is also where my uncle's
Yeah.
wife, my uncle W.C. his wife Pat, she was the reigning town whore. I'm drawing a picture of her. I'm gonna depict her as a pageant contestant. And I'm gonna call her Miss Jonestown.
Oh my God.
And get this, she was a groupie. She slept with one of the Commodores and got pregnant
Oh,
for him.
wonderful.
But it wasn't Lionel Richie.
Oh,
She got right. I mean, wouldn't that not have been her biggest come up? We would be so paid if she had a screwed Lionel. But what it was, she was easy like a Sunday morning. Whoa, ho, 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 ho. She wasn't once, twice, or three times a lady. He didn't want her. I said, well, Lionel must not mess with ugly hoes. But, I mean, I just tell you, I'm going to write a story about this family. But back to the money issue. So Grandma allegedly had all this money. She had it in garbage bags.
oh yeah.
Garbage bags in a closet.
Yep. Yep.
And what I want to know is my grandfather was still living. So they took this money. There's one of the cousins saying they stopped at $500,000. And then when they went back the next day, all the money was gone. It's kind of like the movie Soul Food, except the movie Soul Food, they didn't know where Big Mama had stashed the money. In this scenario, everybody knew where Big Mama stashed the money, but who took all that got money?
Yeah.
We'll have to find out. But I'm getting some colors. So what? Let's just tell me a few. Tell me about a few of these. What do you think they'll be good for? Like which skin tones? I kind of touched on it the other day.
Oh geez, if all of it, I've got a couple reds in with a little bit of red in there. I got a little
Pat
bit
is
of
high
orange in
yellow too.
there.
Pat, well back then she was kind of what they call high yellow. So help me hook her up. Yeah, she's what they call.
Like this in
Yeah,
there.
she's what they call light, bright, damn near white. I don't know if y'all have heard that phrase. See, we're doing some cross culture
I have no
code
idea.
switching. See, that's what I love about art. Art is so.
But you could cover. If
Oh,
you could
that's
cover-
her right there. What you
okay.
got? That color right there.
Oops. Really, really pale
That's
yellow.
about her. Now she's kind of turned dark, you know, and she wears. I'm gonna show you a picture of her. She wears this wig, this blonde one that makes her look so
There's
trashy.
a blonde wig.
Yes, I'm gonna show you. She looks so trampish. She's just she's just your quintessential tramp. And it gets worse, baby.
Oh, so
I can't
these-
wait to see
The movie,
the drawings.
the drawings. Okay, I'm gonna bring
you
them
gotta
back.
bring
Do y'all have
them
a
in
website?
Huh?
Do y'all have a website?
You can tag us on Instagram.
Yeah.
or
And then Facebook.
You can get on
Yeah.
our
I'll tag
website.
y'all the pictures.
Yeah.
But yeah, she's kind of like that peanut butter brown color, peanut butter kind of a little lighter.
Okay, I was gonna say. So I got some
So,
like
yeah.
these in
So
there, maybe with
that-
a little bit of darker if she needs to be darker.
Oh
But
yeah,
you'll have to just lightly layer.
layer.
A couple.
Yeah, I've been
layer a
playing
couple.
around with it.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
that's
why I got nice. You got some yellow undertones, orange undertones.
Yeah, 'cause she's kinda-
red
yeah.
undertones, pink undertones. This one's a tiny
gets
bit
better, though.
olivey.
her daughter. My cousin Crystal was just so fast in the ass. She actually made a pass at me, and she ended up getting pregnant by her step cousin, which is
okay.
Uncle Elijah's son. Which he looks like my Uncle Elijah. I'm not kidding. Now back in his day, he was like a little broke down Sammy Davis Jr.
I broke down Samus.
But as he got later in life, he looked like Spike from the Gremlins. He's got that same smile. I'm going to show y'all that. I want to draw some pictures of him too. Which I don't have no ill feelings. It's just, I come to find out in life, he left my mother's sister. Check this out. What do you think about this? One of my friends said, this is like a form of incest. All of my dad's siblings just about married all of my mom's siblings. Have y'all heard of stories like that before?
Yeah.
Do you think that's a little odd? So some of us were cousins on both sides. And actually we kind
It
of,
makes the family a little smaller. I feel like in some ways.
it makes it a little smaller.
Okay.
Yeah, because they didn't expand. What it is, they all live near each other too.
Yeah.
Yeah, but check this out. So Nook
So
got
brothers
into
and sisters marrying. But
yeah.
brothers or sisters from this side of the family.
Marrying the brothers and sisters.
sisters
Yeah.
on that
So,
side.
so it just keeps
Yeah.
the family a whole family smaller, a whole side of the family smaller,
Yeah.
coming from the
It
same
does.
side.
I see. I never thought
they
about it
don't-
like
But
that.
it wasn't the same blood, though.
Right. It's not the
No,
same
no,
bloodline.
It's not the same
No,
bloodline.
yeah.
It's different
I'm just saying
bloodlines.
It's different bloodlines, but
Like
it's
you
just
said,
this sister. So you had 3 sisters who married 3 brothers, and then one of the brothers married a sister. The story about that, Uncle Charlie allegedly was drunk. I think that happened in The Color Purple.
Charlie.
He was drunk when he married Aunt Edna and didn't even know it till the next day. Like, you got married. That's what my Aunt Essie says now. But
I love
now,
that name, Essie.
So we
oh
gotta-
yeah,
we're
shit.
gonna close up these
Oh yeah, Y'all about to close, so yeah. I just want to get a few like what are some good Caucasian skin tones too, like light Asian. And,
I feel like really your pinks and yellow. You'll
Even to
have
do, like, the pale,
layer.
pale?
Yeah, you'll have to layer, and then this really light too. I think any of those will make a
Really?
good
So
Caucasian. You
everybody's-
just have to super pale.
so like Dr. Baggett said, everybody's really a lighter shade of brown, or everybody's
Oh,
brown.
yeah.
Or,
Exactly.
so
Yep.
even when it comes to
Somewhere in
there.
y'all are
Pinky
really
tones.
brown.
I'm
They've
brown.
got pinky tones. with
Yeah,
yellow
you
tones.
down with the brown.
Really light brown with
Yeah.
some
See
pink
how we're all
in there.
connected, and we can even express this through color pencils of all things. That's interesting. That's why I love art. I'm getting back to my first love, my true gift. But folks, I just wanted to share a few snippets. I had some fun talking with these ladies, but I want Mike Epps to play Uncle Oscar, getting walked through butt naked. I think he could do that. Or the Aunt Maybelle too, when she got caught cheating, she had to turn in her panties allegedly when she came in. So so imagine your man makes you turn in your panties as soon as you set foot in the door. I know, right? I want Tiffany Haddish to play her. All right, everybody, I'm signing out.
Bye.